Toshi Greatness. Tag everybody on Twitter, Discord, does it? Tag everybody. Tag everybody. Everybody. Twitter too, Toshi. I'm going on Twitter. I'm going on Twitter. Going on Twitter. Sin said he'd join today, I think. Sin said today's the day where he can actually join the stream. Sindudi said today's the day we can join the stream. Da, 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 da. Toshi, where you at, mate? Sindudi should join me. Probably join a bit later. Probably remembers. Just scheduling a Twitter now, but I'll be so okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was quick on the ball, mate. I was quick on the ball than you, Toshi. What have you been up to, Toshi? What you been up to? You gotta watch Andor, mate. I'm always gonna say that to people. Man's gotta watch Andor, you get me? Because if you got that speed, yeah, you gotta watch Andor. It's too good, too good. Too good, Toshi, too good. Too good, Toshi. Today's the day it should not be dead. Should not be dead or strong. Peeps, you gotta bring up them fucking topics, you get me? Toshi greatness. Toshi greatness, mate. Toshi, I know you got them drinks in your recent groceries, Toshi. I know you stocked up on chalk ices and drinks in your latest grocery, Toshi. I know. Saw the receipts. I know about the drinks. I know your household will be stocked up on them cold goods, get me? Them cold goods for the heat, you get me? Yep. I know, I'm on the ball, mate. I see everything. I know everything. Do you feel like a naked mole rat with your buzz cut tint? Yeah, I guess if you want to describe it like that, then yeah, maybe. Buzz cut more in the get me. Honestly, if it's such a weight off my head, like pun intended, such a weight off my fucking head. Doesn't get in my eyes, doesn't get in my mouth, doesn't. It's not like a heat wave on my head. It feels good. Liberating sizzles, yeah. Had to get rid of the mustache because the mustache was getting a bit too big. You get me? A bit too big. A bit too fucking big. You get me? The Yahweh stash, yeah, it's gone. Your work stash, yeah. Juya Way, yep, Juya Way Kenchi's gone, mate. Yep, how she knows, mate. I like it like this though. It makes the pores on my head are open so the heat can rise, like disappear quicker. Mouth is unobstructed. Swamp, yep. Dullness, where's Dull been, man? It's been too fucking long. Dull just vanished from our fucking lives, Toshi. Dull's like completely fucking vanished from our lives right now. It's like he's just gone, mate. Pressure, yep, you're being in the Pakistani family, mate. The pressure being Pakistani family. Give me 1 sec, I'm gonna switch controllers. 1 sec. Tali Moin, mate. It's fucking Tali Moin over here. I don't even know what the requirements were for winning this, man. Like, I just randomly won. Like, it doesn't, you don't know if you're going faster or slower, you just go in this. I don't even know what the requirements were. You just have to beat that town. You be saying on Twitter, Popeyes just open up in my town, Toshi. But I was constantly ordering from Southall because there was no one in my town, and I kept leaving reviews, 5-star reviews saying, bring back the spicy tenders, like 20 times I did that. And I think because of my orders from Hounslow, and I wanted spicy tenders back, they opened one in Hounslow. Stupid that nothing was opening in Hounslow. But now my town's got Popeyes, so when you come around my ends, Toshi, I'll take you Popeyes, mate. I'll treat you to Popeyes, Toshi. Come around my ends, I'll treat you to the Popeyes, mate. The halal Popeyes, mate. My fucking Popeyes, man. My fucking Popeyes, mate. I haven't ordered from there yet, though. it could be shit. Like, you usually expect every branch to prepare food the same, but that's not true. Richmond were different to Southall, so I gotta do my review of the Hounslow Popeye, Toshi. I'll be gonna do that fucking review, mate. I'll do that fucking review, mate. I gotta do my review, and it better be fucking good, I tell you. Because it's only got 4.1 star review, even though Southall has, I think, 4.4, 4.5. So it could be that Hounslow's got issues right now, man. Could be Hounslow's got issues.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see though. I order from there soon. In summertime, I don't have much of an appetite. In the winter months, I get appetite. So I haven't had the munchies like yet. But inshallah soon, I'll order and let you guys know the review, mate. I'll order the review, yeah, mate. You get me, Toshi. You fucking get me. But we need to give it a seal of... Yeah, exactly. If it doesn't pass my seal of approval, it doesn't matter. Super. Maybe the Lord of Hounslow. Yep. 100%, mate. 100% I'm the Lord of Hounslow, mate. Be your territory, exactly. My territory expertise, trust me. If I like the food, trust me, other people like the food. Do you know what, Toshi, I don't know if you remember, you weren't there on that stream. I don't think you heard me say this. I ordered GDK Doner from Feltham. I decided to order GDK Doner from a place I've never ordered from, because I love the one in Hounslow. It tastes amazing. And I remember, Toshi, that UB said that GDK tastes like raw meat. It's not that good. Like, I remember you saying it's overhyped, and I could not understand what you meant, because GDK in my town is good. When I ordered from Feltham, Toshi, I 100% understood what you meant. I 100% understood what you mean. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. The Feltham one. So you're right that they prepare it differently in different places, but I promise you this, Toshi, come to the one, come to my one, and you won't say that. I totally understand what you meant when I ordered GDK and it tastes like raw meat. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? But I promise you the one in my one. Now that I've tasted what a bad GDK tastes like, I can promise you that my one is good. But fuck that, I'll take you Popeyes, mate. I'll take you Popeyes, mate. In my house, Gamla Jack. Yeah, it was bad, trust me. I can imagine what it is, because trust me, that was one of the worst doners I've ever fucking had, man. One of the worst fucking doners I've ever had. From Feltham one. I was like, what the fuck is this crap? It shouldn't, don't, trust me, the one in my town is amazing. The one in my town is fucking amazing. Clear rest area. Moy town greenness, yeah. If it turns out that the Popeyes in my town is good, definitely we gotta link here, man. You gotta come to my town, link here. I'll take you to all the places, mate. Take you to all them places, mate.
Did it!
Wait, Will played E33. Wait, William? Oh yeah, show me. Yeah, tell me what his tweet is. Needs a third ending. Score 9 out of 10. It would be 10 out of 10 for the third ending. How do you have a game with 33 in the... Oh my god, that's an autistic tweet. I'm convinced he has autism. I'm convinced that Will has autism. Undiagnosed, or he knows he has autism. But he won't say. If I had a third ending, there would be no ideal outcome. That's the point of the game. It's called 33 and it needs 3 endings. That makes no fucking sense. That makes no fucking sense, mate. What a fucking loser, mate. Brock him up, mate. I dare him to step in the UK, Toshi. Trust me, on the boat he arrives in the UK, when he meets me at the dock, Toshi, 2 minutes later he's gonna wanna go back on the same boat, mate. Trust me. Filthy Zionist, mate. Filthy fucking Zionist, mate. Will wanna step back on the boat he came on, mate. Tell you this. Motherfucker. Everyone knows I'm bright. It's not even up for debate. It's a massive fumble. Still a great game and probably game of the year. Wait. Who did he say that to? Because I'm blocked by William. Well, actually, I can see his tweets, but Toshi's saying that William Aguilar is tweeting about finishing Expedition 33, and he says it needs a third ending because it's called Expedition 33. It's the most autistic tweet I've ever seen. Yeah, it's the most fucking stupid thing I've ever had. The only games that have a chance to beat it are Ghost. Yoyote is never beating it. I'm sorry, it's a sequel. It's never beating it, man. Even Rebirth could not break the game of the year, man. And that was an amazing sequel to a game. It's a sequel. Claire Obscure's a new IP. New IPs tend to win it, game of the years. When something new comes along and blows everyone away. That's what happens. Yeah, your DS2 will only do it if Keeley, the fucking white prick, fucking, you know what I mean? That's what we trashed the Western game, Toshi. And I loved Ghost of Yote. I think it would have been my game of the year. The Ghost of Tsushima would have been. My nigga Vector, now Vector's so curious about William's tweets about Expedition that he's going onto her.
Oh, I could probably fish here.
Yote don't have the deep layered story of Master ST. Yeah, it's 100%. 100% though.
Ha! Ha! Enemy sighted. My turn. There! Ha!
Okay. One, two. Ha! And done.
Right.
All right. I'll handle it.
Too slow. My turn. Ha!
Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Okay, by the way, Vector, because you're here, doesn't that look like Yuffie? Haven't they literally copied Yuffie for the chick in the middle? What's it called? Vector, if you're still here. If it wasn't for the coat, which obviously for copyright reasons they had to put a coat on, because then Yuffie's also got the fucking green jumper and kunais and all that shit. They literally copied. There's so much of FF7. There's a snowboarding mini game in this game. They've basically turned into Yuffie, this character, and a few other things they've done. This game plagiarizes like liberally, man. They have to stay ahead of the game, mate. They have to stay ahead of the game. Yeah, the shirt and green is very Yuffie. And they did that because if they didn't put that coat on, she would look exactly like Yuffie. Alright. Man. This is why Williams blocked me. He doesn't want me fucking roasting him. He doesn't want me roasting his ass. Roasting his fucking ass, mate. What else, guys? Random topics. I was training to Busan 2 yesterday, or Peninsula. Really fun film, man. Really fun zombie film. Obviously, it wasn't as good as the first one. This is what he said. Okay. Addendum 1. In case anyone comes in here trying to say I'm wrong, I know exactly how that it should have gone. If I didn't want it got cut off. It got cut off your message. If you're gonna post long posts like paragraphs, split them. Just split them. It will cut off. If I didn't want to risk not spoiling anything, I could literally write out beat by beat the most obvious middle ground option possible. Dude, he's stupid. He's actually stupid. It doesn't matter how many endings the game had. It would have been clear and obscure. It would have been a grey area. Every ending would be a grey area. He's just thinking too binarily. Which is ironic because he's asking for 3 endings. He's too binary in his thinking. Every single gamer knows what this middle ground is, but they do it every day. What dream? I don't know. He's a stupid man. It's just waffle. This is the tweet where he proves he's a fucking idiot. This is the tweet I hope he proves that he's a fucking idiot, man. And everyone sees him for who he is, mate. Only the Sony fanboys follow him. Yep, he blocked me so I can't reply to him because I cook him every day, mate. Even in my sleep, I can cook that nigga, man. Piece of shit, man. Cook that nigga. Cook his ass, mate. You're trying to say it's an allegory for gaming, since gamers can give time for gaming, so can morning painters. I don't know how a third ending resolves that. All those teams are in the game. This is why I don't agree with Hogue Law. I've seen half the spoiler cast for Claire Obscure, and Hogue is so like, it's clear Hogue never played the game, never 100% did the game, and based on his reply to what's his name, Chris Reagan, completing the game in 35 hours, like breezing through it. It sounds to me that he also breezed through the game without doing the side content. He says that none of the thematics are in the game. Like, none of the explanations about why things are where they are there. They explain why Flying Waters is there if you bother to read the journals. It's where they crash land. It's where the expeditions crash landed. You literally find a fucking journal. It explains Clea. It explains her relationship. It explains she created the fucking Nevrons. He says the game is not interested in exploring those. Well, if the game's not interested in exploring them, you're not interested in exploring the game. Otherwise, you would have fucking knew it was in the game, you stupid Jew nigga, mate. Hogue didn't 100% the game. It's obvious he didn't 100% the game based on what he's saying.
Oh, you went up a rank. Here's a little something from the guild. Keep it up. You should be proud of yourself.
Oh Lord, man, piece of shit, just talking over everyone. And this is why I love the fact that Chris Reagan fucking challenged him. Chris Reagan, actually, stepped up. I said, nah, I don't think that's the case. Chris also never 100% in the game, because he enjoyed breezing through the game without doing none of the side content. He goes, I don't need to understand how materia works the way it does. He also said the party members when we made don't talk about it or question things, but see his whole view of life changed. Yeah, exactly. What he's referring to is they don't really talk about a world outside their world, the real world versus the painted world. But Lune mentions it a couple of times. Ciel mentions it for sure. I mean, obviously, it's not. They don't mention crazy levels of it, but still, this world is the only world they've ever known. So they just, they do discuss it. Just not. It's not in your face all the time, because they have to keep some things a mystery in this game. We don't really, even as a viewer, we don't know much about the painted world, even though we actually see it more than the characters do. I'd say they leave that for the next game. Fucking William, what did I do, Vector, to deserve people like this in my circle, man? What the fuck did I do? I only reacted to good anime, and good anime bought me these fucking dysfunctional, malfunctioning clouds, mate. What the fuck did I do? Yeah, exactly, Vector. Honestly, I had my complaints about the game before I 100%ed and platinumed it, before I found all the journals, before I got my answers about Clea, before I got my answers about Renoir and Neverons, and I explored the whole. I 100%ed the game. There's not a single thing I didn't do or miss in that game. And if you do that, the game has everything. Even though I personally complained, like Hogue did, this game is not interested in really explaining. It's just mystery box, mystery box, mystery box, mystery box. But then once I really like immersed myself and like explored the world, and it's not even a hard world to explore. You can 100% the game in like 50 hours if you're like really like if you optimize everything. Obviously, my only issue is Gustave just not even being a thing in late game. Once these big existential things happen, they even tell us about Versus old romance Julie, who he ended up wanting to talk to again. Yeah, and what he did to her, mate, about killing her, just to keep it a secret about who they were. Because this was early Verso. This is before Verso started questioning the lengths that Renoir was going to. Yeah, and that's where they differed. Also, be clear, I'm so smart that real clear turned into. Wait. It's so smart that real clear. Yeah, I mean, real clear painted over her. Sorry, yeah, real clear painted over her because she didn't like the way Aline had painted her. She didn't like Aline's interpretation of her. That was kind of cool, yeah, 100%. And that was the clear that tricked. Either that was the clear that tricked Simon, or real clear. I don't think there's been a version of real clear in there for ages, but her paint over this clear would mean that she has control over this clear, and that's the one that manipulated Simon. Because otherwise she was fine. Like this painted clear and Simon were like a proper thing, and then Simon went in to kill the he killed one of the accents, and then he probably went in to try and kill the other axons that Renoir had created, and that was when painted clear led him to his like demise, basically. Yeah, real clear tricked. Yeah, sorry, I can't see your messages, man. They go by too quickly. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Because Clear and Renoir are in cahoots. They're in cahoots. Killing an axon too, which her dad painted of her. Yeah, exactly. That's the one he killed, where the swords were sticking in the ground and stuff. That's when Lune figures puts two and two together. Yeah, this is the one who killed the Clear axon. And he would have killed the other. He would have taken out Aline, but I think the Clear manipulated him, and he ends up in Renoir's drafts. Or Renoir does something to him. Renoir paints over him in Renoir's drafts. That's what they're saying. So Clear's a daddy's girl, and Verso's a mommy's boy. It's the fracture, man. That's how the fracture happens. Yeah, traps him forever. I do believe that the painted Clea really did love him and everything. It's just the real Clea and Renoir meddling with these people, meddling with Simon and painted Clea. This is why everything that happens in this world is as a result of a painter. There's no self-propagation in this. There's no such thing. If God in our real world, if God knows every leaf that falls, every person that's born, every person that will die, then it stands to reason in that world it would be the same, and it's true. Verso's soul keeps painting, so life continues to exist. Aline keeps painting. She keeps people alive, and Renoir's the death, basically. He's like the death figure. Like he's tried to gomage everyone, but things fighting back. It's like it's not a self-propagating world. It's kept in order by the gods, basically. And then people are talking about, oh man, this life is thriving. It's like evolution versus creationism. You know what I mean? Is evolution just a random thing where we just continue to exist and evolve, and life is made and just as random act, or is it by like creator, like manipulating like the shape of our world and universe? So it's good. I like the whole the metaphor, allegory that you do with like paintings and paintings. Also, that Clea created the Neverons solely to trap the chroma of the people they killed. So Aline doesn't collect it. Yeah, I like that as well. She was even Toshi was reminded me of this. Yeah, it's because so that Aline's the better painter than Renoir, so it tipped the balance in favor of Renoir, basically, in that fight to get her out, basically. And it's also why you see Renoir control Neverons, because he's in cahoots with Clea. Like Renoir actually has command of armies of Neverons. He summons them and stuff. So it's like he's clearly in cahoots with like Clea. A thing says, Hogue said that none of the flying dragons, the monsters in the world are explained. They explained. Verso literally says this is one of Aline's first creations. The biggest Neverons, well, they're technically not Neverons, but you can just say they're Neverons because they're created by the painters. These big monolithic, like these big creatures, powerful super creatures, are some of Aline's first paintings and drawings, and you see them. You literally see them inside the fucking manor. You see Aline's paintings, and you can see the giant creature that's walking the sea in one of her paintings. It's one of her first like portraits, you know. He just got stuck on connecting words like chroma, axon, etc. to in real life. CP Rise. Monoko-sama. Yeah, Monoko is dope. Eski, everyone loves Eski. They need to release an Eski plushie, man, or something. They definitely need to release some Eski plushie. The boys, yeah. But yeah, next game has to be a pay as writers. If it's gonna be in the same universe, it's gonna be a pay as writers game. Claire Obscure has officially spoiled me now. I won't have the patience to put up with 100-hour RPGs anymore, I don't think. Final Fantasy VII Part 3 is going to be the same now. It's gonna fucking just get on my fucking tits, mate. If it does half of what the fucking Rebirth did. Yeah. Dude, like, to plat a JRPG in less than 60 hours is fucking amazing. And get all the answers you want, get all the side content you want, super bosses, story, cutscenes, like, power fantasy, everything. Fucking Hogue said he thinks they cut content back through with Mael creating her army. Really? Like, you're talking about when she revived the expeditioners, like half-assed revived them. Is that what you mean? Yeah, I don't know if it's cut content. She didn't have enough chroma at the time because Renoir was in the way. They had to stop Renoir before she could amass enough actually get to everywhere, because he's literally in the heart of fucking heart of wherever the town there are, Lumiere basically. I don't think they cut content. They explain why she can only half summon them and why they need to stop Renoir. So he didn't pay attention to the game. He admits that before the game came out, he was consuming all media and he had this idea of what it would be in his head. He said he wanted to play through that, but what the fuck would that even be? Retrain OPS and nothing to do. Nothing to do in there, and it cuts off. Everything they do in nothing else to do. Yeah, it serves a purpose. It's like he just wanted fluff and bloat in the game that it didn't need. That's the thing that he's asking for. I the only thing I agree, like, I don't agree with it. I believe it, because I don't think anyone has said that, is I do think Gustave's role was cut short. Not just cut short because he died, but his presence in the game just vanishes completely. like just all mention of him vanishes at a certain point after they remember him by the tree. And it's like his sacrifice just felt meaningless without the Mayal ending, which brings back. But you think that they would make a bigger song and dance about bringing Gustav back. So I do think that Charlie Cox had commitments and they had to rewrite the script a little bit to, because they all bring up something really interesting. It's the voice acting of Gustav versus Verso. Gustav's voice acting so naturalistic. It's so like you're watching a real person act, not a video game character act. It would have been cool if part of Act 3 is Mile collecting chroma to revive Gustav. Yeah. You could have a side content, or you could be like Dragon Quest. It could be like Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 3, where it's optional to revive your father. Basically, you can just post game it and revive your father optionally, and have a moment like have one fucking side quest where you speak to Gustav or something. You know what I mean? Just have it be optional. Like, yeah, I did it, or I didn't do it. But my grabs are really small, really really small. I didn't mind mini-maps because I hate looking at maps instead of the world itself. I hate that in Witcher 3. I spent so long looking at maps, so long looking at mini-maps about where I'm going. I just can't take in how beautiful the world is. So you don't feel like you're forced to explore the area, the world that you're in, the area that you're in. Like read this environmental detail, the environmental storytelling. So I didn't mind mini-maps. I only minded that there was no proper fast travel. Toshi, you just fucking disappeared, mate. You just stopped talking, man. What do you think about Expedition 60? Bare naked muscles. They could make a fun DLC for this game. Do Expedition 60 and just a fun, jokey, bare naked muscles Expeditions DLC. Something not depressing but fun. They got that peak physical physique. Yeah. I need to finish off the rest of that spoiler cast, but I've got through half of it. I commented on that video saying, thank God Brad wasn't on this. Having fucking Hogue and just Brad just... Like, I've noticed, I love Brad because he just loves games. But he's not a very articulate person. Like, when they have him on, he says he can wing things. He can wing it. Brad's the master of winging things. He could have loosely played a game and yeah, it's good, man. Really vibes. I got with the vibes, dude, and it was really fun. And I appreciate it. Like he can wing a conversation, even if he hasn't played a game. He's one of those people that just can't really go into the nitty gritty unless it's Final Fantasy or something that he really cares about. So whenever he's on an Xbox podcast or he doesn't articulate himself as well as Hogue does, as well as Matty does, as well as Lord Cognito does, as well as even Chris Reagan does. He's just good at holding a very layman conversation on our games. I never really see him scrutinize something positively or negatively about why it is. He just, yeah, it's good, man. It's good. I just like Brad because of the structure. The talking points that he brings are more interesting than some talking points like Easy Allies brings. So I like the structure of his summon sign, and he talks about a wide range of games. He says stuff like that half the time. Yeah, stuff like exactly like that. He's not like, I don't know how he became a games reviewer with that sort of like he doesn't have a big lexicon. He doesn't have a big vocabulary. It's like, how did he make it to where he is? I mean, he used to be a hairstylist, didn't he? I guess his enthusiasm for games really came through, and his fanboyism for like the weeb stuff really comes through. Even Dustin, the producer, actually knows how to articulate himself about why something is good, why something is bad. He was just Hoover's friend and begged to join Game Trailers. Yeah, dude, he locked his way into that position, man. But yeah, like I said, like I commented, I'm glad Brad wasn't there, because Hogue was insufferable, but at least he could articulate why he thought the way he did. Hoover, like just making generalizations. I couldn't see it, dude. I couldn't see it. Everyone's telling me this is like the second coming of Christ, and I couldn't see it, man. Like, what do you mean you couldn't see it? What is it about the game that you think it's not on the peak of what it's trying to do? It's just, it would have been insufferable having him on, basically. But they're even gonna do two. They said they're gonna do 2 spoiler casts for Claire. So many people asked to be on the spoiler cast and talk about Claire Obscure that they're actually gonna do a second spoiler cast like they did for Starfield. So I think the second one is gonna have Lockmore. It's gonna have Brad. It's gonna have Micah, and it's probably gonna have Colin, I think. I'm glad, because Colin's gonna challenge Brad if Brad is on the next one. Yeah, he has to be on one. Yeah, it's gonna be Matty, Brad, Colin, and Lockmore. Or Micah. I don't know if it'll be Lockmore. I don't think it's his first. But I think no, it won't be Micah. It'll be Lockmore. Yeah. Gene Park will be Gene will be on. I think Gene, Colin, Brad, and Matty. It'll be those 4. Gene, Colin, Matt, and Brad. Yeah. Brad. Hogue was so rude though, cutting off Chris. Was talking about his in real life sister who died and disagreeing with something he said during that. Oh, I haven't reached that part, Vector. I've only seen half of it. I need to watch the other half. I haven't reached that part. But the top comment called out. The top comment called him out for interrupting people. Hogue is notorious for interrupting people, so I do know that I totally agree. If that's what happened, totally fucking agree. I don't think they're gonna bring Hogue on again.
I spy with my little eye.
Watch out, guys. Here I go. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'll get to hear that in more detail. Hear his fucking rude interruption in more detail at some point. Blue, yellow, blue, everything except Earth.
Okay. Arcus activate.
Okay. Here I go.
Understood.
Dude, his in real life sister dying and fucking Hogan interrupts him. That's messed up.
Try
That's
this.
kind of messed up, man. Fucking hell, man. Typical Jew, man. Typical Jew.
Too slow.
The life of a non-Jew don't matter.
Let's move. Sit.
I'll handle it.
Right. Arcus activate.
I'll handle it. Here I go.
Here I go.
Onward. Arcus activate. Try this.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good work, everyone.
Success. I spy with my little eye the goods.
Dude, that's how you feel. Materia stealer, mate. Materia stealer, mate. I'll link the next spoiler cast when they do it. Yeah, definitely link it to me. That way I get access to it quick and we talk about it quicker. Yeah, definitely do that. Definitely do that. Juggler. The Woggler, Toshi. The Woggler, mate. Flame tongue. The Woggler, mate. Joshie, wake up, man.
Sit. Now's our chance. Let's
up,
get
man.
My turn. Ha!
Woggler, Agula.
Let's move.
Oh, man. Agula, fucking. God, I hate William. William used to be my boy, man. Legends of Galactic Heroes boy. Paid me to do Avatar. I was like, gladly. Like, you know what I mean? He's engaged. But they ain't just turned into a fucking Sony fan.
There. Ha! Now's our chance.
I'll back you up.
But like I say, I don't glaze people, man.
All right.
I'm always gonna challenge them motherfuckers, man.
No more.
Always gonna challenge them.
Mortal Mirage. It's my turn. Try this. Is everybody okay?
Great.
Alrighty then.
There's the Ebel branch line, so we're on the highway now.
You just know it's proposed.
We'll need to turn right to reach the town.
Everyone living happily inside the painting and Lee and Alicia visit time to time. Yeah, it probably is. Like a care home. A care home for Aline and Mael, mate. Stupid like that. Fucking stupid, ridiculous like that. They're living corpses on the outside. It's like visiting a care home. Every time you go into the fucking pain. Fuck me. Oh, fuck off, man. Just let me visit the fucking place, man. Invisible walls, bollocks. Do you remember Invisible Walls on game trailers?
I could totally see myself getting lost in
the
this.
show that Shane Satterfield. There's a guy called Shane Satterfield, or Shane Satterfield, that you used to invite on that lawyer, that analyst, that financial analyst. I forgot what his name was. The glasses, Invisible Walls show on game trailers. I used to watch that religiously. That show when it was on game show. Oh, you don't remember it? Okay, yeah, that was the show I used to watch. That was a damn good show.
Ha! Ha! Seize the moment.
My turn. Here.
What else, Josh? What games have you been playing lately?
Here I go.
What games have you been playing lately? I know MCAS been playing Claire Obscure. You should be playing that game as well again. We should play that game as well again.
Burn to ash. Now's our chance.
I'll back you up. Right. Arcus, activate. Understood.
Yeah, I did. I just say it's Claire Obscure. MCAS has been playing the Claire Obscure. I thought Toshi would be playing it as well.
Arcus, activate. Hut.
Yeah.
Is everybody okay?
Is everybody okay? Is that Silent Hill Fogger over here, man? My nigga Silent Hill. Do you think Silent Hill will ever have a black protagonist?
I hope we're strong enough to take that monster on.
Do you think Japan would be ballsy enough to have a black protagonist, like a dude protagonist for Silent Hill game in the future?
Stay alert, everyone!
Let's move.
I think it's possible.
Yeah!
I'll handle it. Here.
Hope one day they do. Yeah, I mean, it's not black, but I mean, as black, like African.
Right. All right. Arcus, activate.
Maybe one day you'll have one.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, by the way, that Rahul Kohli game, the
My turn.
The Returnal creators. That game I'm most looking forward to. The Rahul Kohli Returnal game. 100%. I missed out on Returnal, even though I low key wanted to play that game. But that Rahul Kohli game is gonna be so good. You can tell. You can tell it's gonna be fucking dope, man.
Burn to ash. Now's our chance.
I'll back you up. Try this.
Nah, he ain't dating Alana Pierce. I know he's appeared on her
My
stream.
turn.
He's appeared on her streams, but he ain't dating Alana Pierce. Or is it out? Is the cat out of the bag?
One, two.
Oh, they're dating, really? Okay.
Ha!
I mean, I'd say good for him, but I
And
don't like
done.
Alana Pierce.
Now.
An
I'd say good
opening.
for him, but I don't like her.
Onward.
Rahul Kohli. Plus, she's another Kojima type. She's looking for Hollywood clout, man. She was in fucking Mike Flanagan's fucking Mike Flanagan's VHS. He directed a segment of VHS 90 something. I forgot what it was. But she appeared in there. She's looking for Hollywood clout, so she needs to date upwards. You get what I'm saying? So now she's dating a Hollywood actor. So I'm always gonna doubt her motives for everything. Sorry, I'm always gonna doubt it. She's definitely a clout chaser.
Rain down.
I'll handle it. Here I go. Ha!
Okay. Ta-ha! Now's our chance.
Got you! My turn!
What do you think of Alana Pierce as fellow Aussie?
Ha!
As a
Now!
fellow Aussie, what do you think of Alana Pierce?
I'll back you up.
Vector. Vector went quiet because he low-key
My
likes
turn.
Alana Pierce. This is Toshi hates Alana Pierce.
Target's eliminated.
My hate
Let's get
for
going.
Alana Pierce came from Toshi. Like
I
Toshi
spy
forced me
with
to
my
look
little
at
eye
the way
the
Alana
goods.
Pierce behaves, and then I started hating her. The chick that talks about games, yeah. She's got nothing on your VTubers, Vector. She's got nothing on your VTubers, mate. Gata. It's definitely not entertaining to watch. I feel ya. Yeah, she's very dull.
Sit! Ha! Bring it on! Here I go! Ha!
My turn.
Okay. Ta-ha!
Too slow.
Understand.
Okay.
Here I go! Sit!
It's my turn. Hey.
I'll handle it.
Onward. Arcus,
Let's move!
activate.
Ha! Now's our chance!
I'll back you up.
Thanks!
Thanks.
I'll handle it.
Sarah Key more entertaining. I think I know who Sarah Key is. She's that cutesy YouTuber, right? Who wears like cat ears or bunny ears sometimes, like a hat that has like. I think I know who that is. I'm not sure though.
Here I go. Ha! Hostiles
Kingdom Hearts
neutralized.
fan. Okay.
Guess
yeah.
we're safe.
I've got.
Yeah, I don't watch female YouTube. It's just I find their fan bases obnoxious. It's just not stimulating. It's very hard to find stimulating conversation in a female. I think like if you just want like highly positive, low stimulus, like low stimulating conversation about your favorite thing, you go to girl streamers. Or overly like liberal, but I like stimulating conversation. Like, the thing is, I don't like conversation that's too up its own ass, like Hogue Law or Schrodinger's baby seal. Those kind of over-analyzing I hate. So Collins streams are like the perfect amount of depth and scrutiny and analysis that I want from my content. I just don't like pretentious thought pieces and essays, about things.
I spy
Colin does
walls.
a stream, but like his podcast basically, or chill stuff like Brad's streams are nice. You can have a nice like casual conversation with like a level of understanding that like, okay, everyone's a fan here. Everyone knows what you're referencing. If you make a Resident Evil reference on this stream, people will understand. Like, they know what a Jill sound with. Like, that level, I wanna. Jesse Cox. I like Jesse Cox as a. Is he the bald guy with glasses? The middle-aged guy, Jesse Cox. I'm getting mixed up with someone else. Dreamcast Gamer or something. I think I might have gotten mixed up. Yeah, I know who Jesse Cox is. Yeah, I like the slightly older gents. Yeah, redhead, that's it. Yeah, that's who. He wears glasses. Why thought Asalana dating Rahul? Dude, Toshi getting protected or Rahul, mate? What the fuck? Toshi getting protected or Rahul, mate? What the fuck? Yeah, are you sure they're dating? I know he's appeared on our streams a few times. Rahooligan, yeah, you know what it is. He's a hooligan now that he's been dating fucking Alana Pierce. I don't like Alana Pierce. I think she's emotionally a manipulative person. She's an emotionally manipulative person. She knows when to flutter her eyes to get people to feel sorry for her, and she can lie. She can lie a lot. She's stolen art. She's stolen people's art and not credited them. There was controversy about the impartiality of her reviews on things because she was a writer at Sony Santa Monica, and there's been conflicting conversations around what the nature of her job was. His wiki core leaks and scrambled his dating video game writer Alana Pierce after playing streams and streaming and so forth. Okay. But not just the fact that she's a PS take writer, it's just she's a manipulative person. I know women who are manipulative like that. It's a fucking art to do that. They're not scum of the earth women. They're just very manipulative women. And she's one of them. I think fame does this to them though. She could just be an average gamer girl, but ever since she's gotten popularity through being on IGN and stuff, it just people grow a sort of like hidden ego, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't watch female streamers. Do I watch female streamers? Or female content creators? I've dabbled here and there female content. I'm not going to assume dating someone is disingenuous unless they have. I mean, yeah, you can't speak for dating someone. But I do feel that she's trying to date upwards a little bit. You gotta... She had one writing credit. Sony Santa Monica. And she didn't even write the game. She wrote the instruction manual or something. I think she wrote the synopsis or the recap. She wrote the recap or something. There's disputing accounts of what her role was, but she didn't actually write for the game. They said that she wrote for the guide, or she wrote for the instruction manual or the recap or something like that. So she was freelance, you know what I'm saying? But obviously having her name on it adds value to the game for some people, so. But you can't take her word, you can't trust her word on reviewing the game. No need to tell peeps, Wiki is free for public to change. Yeah. But yeah, I don't trust her. She's manipulative. She flutters her eyelids every shit time she wants sympathy, mate. Oh, I have chronic fatigue syndrome. I got this, I got that. Dude, nobody cares. We all got problems. You're making bank right now. I don't care. All these female streamers, they've all got issues. I got a rod in my spine. I can't, I have back issues because I've got a rod in my spine. I've heard so many female streamers say I got a rod in my fucking spine. That's why, again, I get it. I respect you that you're doing this instead of laying on your back and opening your legs, mate. Respect. But how many female streamers have I heard say got a rod in my back? That's a good female streamer. Watch a place on Lasano Expedition 33. Yeah, I've heard of Ruby through other streamers who collaborate with her. I don't watch her though. I don't watch her speed runs or anything. I watch Ink Ribbon. Ink Ribbon is a Resident Evil streamer. I watch Night Sky Prince. Ink Ribbon. I don't watch Sphere Hunter because I fucking think Sphere Hunter's a fucking fraud. Who else? I watch Bork Bar Soup, the speedrunner. Bork Bar Soup with the chicken like motif going on the channel. He's one of the chillest speedrunners. I used to watch this Mongolian guy who looked like Zuko from Avatar because he has a burnt eye patch called Okolon. I used to watch him, but he's not really. He's just one of those professional speedrunners. He doesn't really have a presence. Last guy did an interview with Expedition that he doesn't find about it. Oh, he did. Okay, I gotta watch it. Did he ask my question? Okay, dude. I submitted my question. To that. I want to know if he answered my question. Okay, where is it? Final Fantasy channel. What's the channel called? I hope you asked my question. What's it called? The channel? Vector. I didn't know that interview had gone up. He hasn't even advertised it on his Twitter page. Let me check his Twitter feed. Hold on. There he is. He hasn't advertised, or maybe he has and I haven't seen it. Okay, new podcast. Baby Seal sat down and talked about his predictions. Oh, fuck Schrodinger's Baby Seal, man. Alright, one sec. Vector, can you link that again? Post that link again. I can't, there we go, yeah. I can't tab out of Twitter chat on my phone because it disconnects the chat and all the messages disappear. Oh shit. Answer all your questions. Alright, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna I want to save that. I'm gonna see if they answered my question. They asked my question. There we go. Well, I'll watch that later. It's fucking like an hour long, so nice one. Good catch, Rected. He hasn't advertised this on his Twitter page. I would have seen it. Maybe he forgot to. I don't know. I didn't know he had anything to do with the channel, to be honest. Yeah. FF Union is just a consortium of different people that get invited on to do stuff. That channel uses its clout to just bring people together to do like one-offs and stuff. The Final Fantasy Peasants done stuff for them before. I fucking hate Peasant now, man. Even Toshi knows FF Peasant. Toshi sounds like FF Peasant. That sort of British banter from Toshi comes from FF Peasant. I know you fucked with FF Peasant back in the day, Vector. I think me and you talked about it. Because Toshi was an FF15 fan, yeah. We fucked with FF Peasant, mate. All his theories made the game sound better than it actually turned out to be. We gassed ourselves so much for so much on his theories. Oh man, FF's gonna be so deep thematically about death and subversion and grey area. And it just turned into a fucking boy band Safari Park crap. The hype killed it. The hype killed FF15. It was never gonna live up to 7 years of fucking hype, ever. Even on a good day, it wouldn't have. Fucking what happened to that game? It's just been downhill ever since, man. Obscure better be wake up call. Yeah, it better be. Dragon Quest HD 2D 1 and 2 has come out recently, but I think now's the time for Square to do better. FF9 Remake has to be FF9 Remake onwards needs to be where they draw the line and now bring back turn-based properly. Not remake, but original FF games. Yeah, he likes 16. Yeah, everyone challenged him on that. I remember. You could tell, it would have been weird having Hogue and Matty and Colin. Well, Hogue and Matty especially on the same podcast because they're huge egos there. So Hogue had enough ego for the whole podcast there because Cog has no ego and Chris has no ego. To be honest, 16 is the game that falls apart. Yeah. It would have just been Matty and Hogue arguing with each other if they were both. Matt is also one of those reviewers that never puts out his preview. Never always puts out his preview before he's actually finished the game. But I trust Matty to formulate his judgment on something before he's finished the game, because I don't believe that you have to finish a game to review it or judge it. If you played enough of a game and you don't like it, then another 10 hours is not going to change that. If you played like 20 hours over 30 hours or 50 hours RPG and you hate it, you're not going to like it. After Hope does try to cut in while Cog is talking at one point, and Cog shuts him down. Oh, does he? Okay. I need to see that. Yeah, because he, at the point at which I stopped watching that spoiler cast, he really is fucking interrupting people. I feel he does that because he feels outnumbered. He feels outnumbered 3-1 for people who actually enjoyed the game. So he feels he has to overrepresent his side. He has to overrepresent his point of view. So he does not drowned out by toxic positivity. People flexing the 60k hit combo, they fuck them, man. That doesn't prove to me that this is a good Final Fantasy game. 60k fucking combo, man. Belt his ass. Sorry, you're talking of belting people's asses. I saw this Facebook video meme. It's like a video meme of kids getting interviewed and saying what's the worst game of all time. So the video start off with these kids saying Fortnite, but then they follow it up with Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Redemption, and then they intersperse the videos in between each interview with the kid, like with belt videos, but advertising belts, as in these kids deserve the belt for saying Red Dead Redemption. These are happy doing those high numbers with those attacks. Yeah, Zenith. I mean, I think Zenith. I trust Zenith enough to re-evaluate his opinion. And it just showed a brown black belts being advertised, and like some slick corporate dude like snapping the belts, you know what I mean, like showing how fucking good the belts are. So they interviewed another kid. He goes, Minecraft is shit. What else? Red Dead Redemption 2. And they cut to the belt advert. I need to find it and get a link it to you. It's so fucking funny. You know what? Last of Us TV show has now justified belting kids. I can just belt my. I'm not saying I would, you know. I would belt my kids and sit them down in the kitchen and say, look, it's your job to do better with your own kids. That's the excuse I can get away with for belting my kids. Just like Joel Miller and Tommy Miller's dad belted them in Last of Us. And I could just keep dumping on the next generation to do better, basically. They go, I did my best, but it's your job to do better. Oh man. I saw, by the way, I saw that finale, Last of Us Season 2 finale spoiler cast with Huber. I've never seen Huber that angry. I don't think I've ever seen Huber that angry and that critical. So I have to actually have clawed back some respect for him. I don't think the series was as bad as he says it was, because I don't revere the game as like the pinnacle of storytelling. But damn do I respect him for actually going in on that thing. He even challenged Abby when Gabby said, yeah, but she's a female. What they did with Ellie, she's a female actress. You get me? She's a female character. And who was like, what? Who cares? She's female. Men and women equal. If you handle a character badly, whether it's a woman or man or a woman, it's the same. And Gabby clapped back saying, yeah, but it's harder to make a woman character unlikable in the show. That's why they took the creative liberties that they did. And I somewhat partially agree in this landscape. If you turn a woman into an unlikable cunt, people are not going to watch that show. But I still agree with Huber that you did that in the game, but there was a point to doing that in the game. You're not supposed to like her. I don't understand what Gabby's point was, that no one's gonna like that. You're not supposed to like it. You're not supposed to be rehabilitating a character after every selfish, cruel action that she does. Oh, I shot this guy or that kid. Who was like, she's feeling remorse every time she sees something bad. 70-year-old kid Seraphi getting killed. Oh, we need to go save that kid. Even though she in the middle of all that she's doing, her whole arc is supposed to be single-minded, seeing red. I don't give a fuck about anyone. It's what I want. Fuck everyone. She's supposed to be on the beginning of a downward spiral. That's why I 100% agree with Huber that they decided, we're not going to follow the game. We're going to try and rehabilitate a character and make her look slightly remorseful after every bad action, because otherwise no one's going to invest in Ellie. You're not supposed to invest in Ellie. You're supposed to see Ellie you're supposed to see qualities of Abby in Ellie, and you're supposed to see qualities of Ellie in Abby after her revenge. They survive. That's what the game did. It goes life for revenge and life after revenge. So you see everything that Abby is supposed to be going through Ellie. This what it turns her into a monster, and that's the reason we hate Ellie. So it's trying to say you hate Abby, yeah, but here's the reason why, and we're gonna show you with Ellie. And then they make the woman that killed fucking Joel, they actually make you give a shit about her, because then you see her how she is outside beyond her revenge. You know what I mean? So the series completely forgot that. So it's trying to have its cake and eat it too. It's trying to make you give a shit about Ellie and Abby, but that was never the point. It was just supposed to flip your your perception of these characters, and to say, is what Ellie's doing right? So is what Abby did right? You know what I mean? That sort of thing. Cycle of vengeance, blah blah blah. But that's the one whole reason why I don't rate the game. It's so transparent what the game is trying to do. So I don't really like much care. I don't put it on a pedestal. But I respect Huber for like going in on Craig Mazin and going in on like studios and everything. I actually, here's what will happen now, Vectored. I think Huber watching the show will expose Huber's bias for the game, and I think Huber will go back and reevaluate just how good the game's narrative really is, and I think he'll find that the game itself is not as amazing as he thought it is. It's not like the show like so radically diverged from the game. It diverged in one or two moments, small moments, but didn't diverge radically. And I think that gives away the fact that Huber might have been a bit too lenient on the game. Yeah, he's replayed it a lot, but I still feel like he's lenient on the game. I do agree that Abby should have been slightly butch. You know what I mean? It takes away from that. It takes away from a certain aspect of her character. You know what I mean? He was like, Isaac wants her as a successor to the fucking WLF. I'm like, dude, this tiny little chick is the successor to the WLF. Like 100% agree. And I love the actress. I do really like the actress. It's just we don't have a reason to care about the actress. 7 episodes in, and now we've got to wait 2 years to see Caitlin Deevers, unless they film this show back to back. Unless they've actually already filmed the second part, which I think they have. It would have been stupid to leave a gap and then have these women change or age up or die or get sick. But we have to wait 2 years before they decide to dump the next set of episodes, even though we know for a fact they've already shot the Seattle stuff with Abby. So, do you know what pissed me off most about that spoiler cast though? This isn't about the show, Vected. Gabby bringing up the Sephardic Jew. Oh, Dina, the Sephardic Jew, gave her a special Sephardic Jew bracelet. It means a lot to her. It meant to protect her and represent luck. But Dina, a Hispanic chick, is not giving her the Sephardic Jew. I'm like, dude, she's fucking Hispanic in the show. You just cannot force a Sephardic Jew backstory to a fucking actress who's fucking clearly Hispanic. You know what I mean? Oh, and then the chat was actually challenging her. They go, are you Sephardic Jew, Gabby? No, I'm not Sephardic Jew. I just grew up around a lot of Jews. So, whatever, mate. Fucking get on your soapbox somewhere else, man. You don't want to politicize the fucking game? Fucking Sephardic Jew. Sephardic Jews in America feel like 1 in 1. So it makes Abby feel like what? Like she's literally saying chosen race right there. Chosen race sort of fucking narrative right there. Sephardic Jews feel like 1 out of 1. Gabby says, just like Ellie is the only cure to the disease, she feels like 1 out of 1. I'm like, what? That podcast convinced me Gabby is the reason for Easy Allies' downfall. Gabby is the singular reason why Easy Allies isn't what it used to be. She'll fit right in on Colin's podcast, mate. He grew up around Jews on Long Island as well. They'd fucking get along, mate. It's weird, it's bizarre to me how much in common Gabby of all people on the political spectrum has in common with Colin, who's going the complete other end of the spectrum. But they both fucking hate each other. Fucking hell, man. So hard to do. I'm like, okay, I get it. I actually like Dean. I like what's his name? Jesse? I like Jesse and Dina more in the show than I do the game. Particularly Jesse. And Huber loved Jesse this show. Like they call Jesse the MVP, and I 100% agree. I really, really like Jesse in the show compared to the game. He held it down. I even like Tommy. I like Tommy more in the show. He has charisma. Like he could carry the show even without Pedro Pascal. I think Tommy can, because they're such great actors. That's the best acting I've seen from Gabriel Luna. Like,
right.
Yeah, he feels more like a main character. He's got MC aura. He hasn't got sideman aura. Like he's yeah, exactly. But he's got MC aura, the actor. He's up there with Pedro. Like he held it down in the episode where he died. In the episode that Pedro thing got beaten up by Abby and killed. He held it down. He carried most of that episode. And the episode prior. He's got that MC energy. In the games, he's like a B-Tech, not even B-Tech Joel. Like you wouldn't even guess that these two were brothers, considering how sparse his role is in that game. But I feel that Gabriel Luna held it down as Tommy, man. So that's why in many ways the show is better, but in other ways it takes away the best moments of the game. Like Ellie killing a pregnant woman, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. Weeba. What do you think, Toshi, of Last of Us? What's your thoughts on Last of Us? What's your score out of 10 for Last of Us 1? What's your score out of 10 for Last of Us Part 2, mate? You'll let us know, Toshi. Yeah, and Ellie and Dina fighting. Yeah. Ellie and Dina. Fucking Dina. I hate Dina in the game. Can't stand her fucking face, mate. Alright, now that Last of Us finished, what's my next show? Mobland's ending on Sunday. Dina's acting in the game is top notch though. I don't hate her face, man. It could be. Maybe I'm not remembering well, but I have a bias for that actress. Sicario 2, she was in Romulus. She's in movies I've seen and enjoyed. I like that actress. Dora Explorer actress. But I just hate Dina's fucking face, man. I just fucking hate Dina's face in the game. Sorry if that sounds fucking like. I can see why people would hate Dina in the show, like Gabby, or like dislike the way that she's handled, but she at least has acting chops, so she's the right age. But the problem actually lies with Ellie. Ellie's actress. I don't think in the game Ellie looks like 5 years older than the actress that plays Ellie in the show at this moment. She's always going to look like a midget kid. It's going to be like the Daniel Radcliffe syndrome. You're just always going to see Daniel Radcliffe as the little kid, no matter how old he gets. Daniel Radcliffe tried to play a detective or a cop going undercover in a white nationalist Nazi organization film. I saw that film. I forgot what it was called though. And he tried to shave his hair, look rough and ready, and like they tried to change his image in public perception. All I saw was Daniel Radcliffe, little Harry Potter. That's all I saw. The same is issue with this actress who plays Ellie, man. It's just like she's a little midget kid, man. Like there's only so much you can sell that. And she has autism, so it shows on her face. Like Asperger's people have slightly warped faces, and she's got one of those autistic faces.
Right.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? She just doesn't have the growth spurt of a teen to an adult that Ellie has. Yeah, exactly. Games, you can always tweak everything, man. Always tweak things in the game to suit your needs. That's why Ellie is perfect for the game, because the creator to be that. She also doesn't have facial expression other than smiles. Yeah.
Oh, I could probably fish here.
Dude, why the long delay, man?
Not bad.
Dina's actress in the show is great, I agree. She and Jesse still scenes when they're there, yeah. Like, I'm not saying that Dina in the game, I don't like her because she's, well, actually, I hate her face, so she's ugly. And that Dina's better because
This
she's...
spot looks perfect for fishing.
Dina's better in this show because she's pretty. No, that's not the reason. I think the actress is good. She gets, well, look, let me be honest. She gets Dina's mannerisms and character down perfectly, but she looks pretty well doing it. That's the truth. But I respect her. I'm not one of these goons that says, oh, the actress has to be pretty for the character. I don't care, they're lesbians. But it helps to warm to a character because she looks approachable. I'd stay in Dina's fucking face, mate. I'm glad they didn't make her a Jew.
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
I'm glad they actually decided to piss off Jew people and say, look, we're gonna take a Jew character and we're gonna make it Hispanic. I love that. I think they didn't want to politicize the game too much. Could you imagine if Dina was handing over a Sephardic Jew and she's telling a whole Jewish backstory? How people who already hate the game react. Considering Neil Druckmann is clearly one of these pro-Israeli Zionist guys, mate. Because Neil Druckmann is trying to both sides it, right? So you should never show your hand, basically. You should never show your hand, is what it is. But we've had this debate. We had that debate last stream, Hector, about the Seraphites and the double LF. The double LF. Did you call them the WTF? The what the fuck? What the fuck is Isaac thinking, mate? Okay. Boss time. Butler Klaus. But I from that podcast, so from that spoiler cast of the finale of season 2, I suspect Huber's not the man I thought he was, which in a good way. Huber likes to, I think because of Isla's influence, he likes to be the positivity guy, because they're like the mental health bros. They're like the mental health brother and sister of Easy Allies. But I think the real fucking Huber is more like Colin than he likes to believe. I think he's more like Colin. Like Brad is more like Colin than he cares to believe. And I think Huber is just like that. He wants to go in. He wants to call out things, call things out where he sees them. But they've got him so scared of being political about it. Like people construing his views as some sort of political statement on Druckmann and stuff like that. Which is ironic because Colin will not say a bad thing about Last of Us HBO or Neil Druckmann because they're allegedly friends. But Huber, who loves the game, will go in. So I respect that. Yeah. It's weird that Colin's supposed to be the big... Everyone's catching strays on that show. Like, everyone's supposed to be catching strays on Colin's show. That's how vilified and hated he is, right? But he won't say a bad thing about Last of Us. Not a single critique of it. But Huber, who loves the second game, is the one being critical, and everyone's catching strays. Craig Mazin catching strays, fucking the games catching strays, script writers in Hollywood catching strays, characters, actors catching strays. Like, I love that. I want to see more of that from Huber. He does in the spoiler cast, but he does it less after the Neil interview. Yeah. Man, he softball Neil in that interview, man. Colin spoiler cast. Okay, I haven't seen that. But Colin always complains that games journalists always throw softballs at people when they interview them. And when he interviewed Neil, I felt he was very softball. And I said in the comment section where that he invited Abu Bakr Salim on to talk about the politicization of his game, because Abu Bakr Salim was getting called woke, DEI, even though he's a black man who made a game in tribute to his black father about using African culture as a way to get over his grief. There's nothing woke about it. That he invited him on about the politicization, but he invites Neil on, and there is not a single game out there more politicized than Neil's game. The left hate him, the right hate him. The right hate him for his so-called woke DEI, LGBT representation, and the left hate him because of his clear Zionism, pro-Zionist stance that Israel has a right to do what it does, and blah blah blah, all that stuff. You could not get a more politicized, polarizing game. And he invites him on. He doesn't ask him once about this. Once about why do people he'll always just say people hate Neil Druckmann for no reason. No, there ain't no. So many people hate him from left and right. There isn't no reason. You know what I mean? But he softballed him because we're friends. Me and Kevin Levine are friends. Me and Neil Druckmann are friends. Nigga, you ain't friends, mate. When's the last time you went out to dinner, mate? He claims he doesn't like to go out of his house half the time, apart from walking the dog. Friends, my ass, mate. When's the last time Neil came over to your house for beers and drinks and sit by the pool, mate? The thing with Colin is, if Colin is friends with anyone in the games industry, it's because they secretly DM'd him and after he did his two Joe Rogan podcasts and said, bro, I totally agree with you, man, but games is so liberal, I can't say what I feel. That's the only way you become friends with these people. Because Colin was going on about years that a lot of high-profile video game creatives contacted him after he appeared on Joe Rogan talking about it, and that gave away the fact that the only reason you call these people friends is because it's secretly Neil Druckmann is one of these rabid Zionist conservative guys, like the same way Daniel Vavra, who's very clearly not a woke person, the guy who made KCD2, is constantly catching strays from the left and right. Basically, it's because the games industry within which they make their art and their games is very liberal, but they themselves are very conservative people, in my opinion. So I feel like the only reason Ken Levine or these people are friends with Colin is because they bonded over his repping of conservative values on Joe Rogan. So, where did that come from? Where did this friendship between Neil Druckmann and Colin come from? Vected? Don't you ever wonder? Where did this random friendship come from? Where did they bond? They're not always going back and forth on Twitter, or anything. I never heard of it except in the last few years, and everything was after he appeared on Joe Rogan and Dave Rubin's podcast. He's all connected to these people through Jewishness and Israel. That's the common theme between all of them. Jewish people, Israel, and just a hate of Middle Eastern values. Yeah, trust me. I mean, I followed this for years. I've slowly picked up on it. I mean, I used to follow Alex Jones, so I am always ready to scrutinize people I respect, like professionally. I respected Alex Jones's journalism, but I knew the guy was a fucking racist who hates Muslims and would never call that Israel. And some people get worse over time, some people mellow out over time, you know what I mean? So I used to find David Jaffe intimidating in his early days. Now he's a complete joke to me. I used to find David Jaffe, David Jaffe was notorious when he was working for Sony to be a very intimidating person. A very intimidating person. And I grew up on hearing interviews and seeing David Jaffe on interviews, and I thought, shit, this guy's pretty intimidating. I'd be like scared to be around this guy. And now you could not find a bigger joke, influence than David Jaffe. Trust me, I always think about this stuff. You know, when I watch a YouTuber, I don't want to have to like Ryan's kind of influenced me a little bit. There are people I used to respect who I hate now because of their political views, or I've heard them say certain things that really get my goat. So now I'm forced to scrutinize every person I enjoyed, whose content I've enjoyed. You know, just to reevaluate. You know, whether I'm gonna like respect these people moving forward. I don't particularly care if one person listens to his friends with another person. To me, parasocial. Yeah, I mean, I've got my own reasons. It's not about friends or friends or friends. It's just I've heard Colin say things like he's called Saudi Arabian women like ninjas on his podcast, and he goes, they don't want to dress like that. And I go, women in Sharia, women aren't forced to dressed in burqa or hijab or burqa or niqab or whatever it is, right? Saudi women dress like ninjas. Start laughing. They don't want to dress like that. I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, that's a very fucking ignorant comment. I personally don't agree with the niqab, like the full black gear where only your eyes are showing. I don't personally agree with that. And there's always dispute amongst Muslims about that. But I'm not going to disrespect another culture just because a woman chooses to dress like that. Women aren't forced to dress like that. I mean, look at Saudi. We've always been making jokes that Saudi love clubbing. They've got alcohol bars where they wine and dine dignitaries and politicians, and they got concerts for like degen concerts and like a whole bunch of like, degenerate shit going on in Saudi. Like, you're not forced to wear it. Some women choose to wear it. So like over the years, you hear people say stuff. You know what I mean?
What a pain.
So I'm not saying I dislike Conde because he's friends
You
with
look
fucking
awfully happy about
Druckmann.
seeing Emma again soon, though.
It's just I put two and two together.
I do not.
I totally understand why these people are bonding over something with their friends. Because I'm pretty sure fucking he WhatsApped him or something and said, yeah, bro, I'm glad you're repping Israel, bro. Bro, people don't get it, man. And like and then Colin's constantly going about growing up with Jews. He called himself an honorary Jew. Colin has called himself an honorary Jew. I consider myself an honorary Jew because I'm very close with the Jewish community growing up on Long Island. He said that. I can't remember which one, but he's guaranteed. I was there when he on the watching the podcast when he said that. And he just says weird shit like that. And I'm like slowly build up a picture of a person. You know what I mean? Someone who's trying to hold their cards close to their chest, vectored, will always give away who they are over a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. You know, someone who's really, really nice on their podcast for like 6-7 years, and then slowly they start drip feeding you bits of themselves, and you start to build up a picture. That's me. That's how I judge like content creators, when you listen to people long enough. Doesn't mean I want to stop watching his like professional content, like gaming critique and that sort of thing. But as a person, I can sometimes divorce the art from the artist. So he called Chris an honorary something once, and Chris disagreed.
Laura! Emma!
Is that a cryptid?
Come, Emma. We'll fight with all we have.
Right!
Ah!
Luke's
Toshi
coming
speaks
up.
with his fucking voice acting, because he can't be bothered to watch the stream with text.
Now, Laura!
Of course! Be gone!
Toshi. Toshi only spoke when his voice acting came on. It's 2 jokes.
Whoa! I can't believe they beat a cryptid all on their own.
Man, Laura's gotten even stronger.
Emma's no slouch either. Her powers never cease to amaze.
Dude, I'm kind of half debating watching the movie version of this game on YouTube and skipping to 3. This Cold Steel series is such a, like, it's just, the bar has fallen, man. I just want to play Cold Steel 3. Like,
Looks
I don't
like they
know if
didn't
I
need
have
our
got
help
it in
after
me
all.
to fucking put myself through fucking 25 hours of this game. When I really only just care about the story. It's just the gameplay is repetitive. Everything's the same in this fucking game. And I'm starting to see the formula and structure. Because I heard it was good and I enjoyed the first 2 games. But they've made 4 games for this particular arc of the series. And I want to get to the modern games. I can't put up with this like dated. It's just dated. It feels like a not a classic RPG. It feels like a 2000s RPG where you just see through the fucking formula, man. I might just watch
Watch
the
out!
recap
Something even bigger is coming!
or like a story or something. I just want to get to 3 because they changed the engine in 3 and I'm getting sick and tired of this engine. I want to move on to a more modern engine, so PS4 engine. But I have to put through 20 pages of fluff dialogue to get to the juicy bits. Trust me, high
is
and low
that?
lows. This is one of those series that have high and low lows.
Where did it come from?
Laura! Emma!
Dude, I'd rather replay FF16 than fucking have to finish this game just to get to the 3rd game. It's the dialogue is so corny compared
Am I
to the
imagining
first 2
things?
games. It's like 10 times worse. Like, not to say that the first 2 games didn't have anime dialogue, but it was never it was never cringe or corny. This particular arc in the game, everything is anime cliches and tropes.
Reen! Celine! We can explain after we've taken care of things here.
We'll back you two up. Ready?
I feel like this borrows so much from other games during the period that this game came out that it just feels too
We're
familiar.
right here with you, Laura.
And it's like a B-Tech version of the last third. Azure was one game, Vected. And what they did in the last third of that game, they're stretching out to an entire game for this in this particular title.
I can't believe you're here.
It's taken me half the game just to regroup my old
Very well.
characters.
Then lend me your
To
strength.
get back my old characters. Almost half the game to get back my old characters.
Let's go, everyone.
Because there's only
This
3
one looks
acts in this
dangerous.
game.
Be
And
careful.
there's Act 1, Act 2, intermission,
Let's move.
Act 3. I'm near the end of Act 1.
Yeah!
Combat's still good though. And some of its most dramatic moments are good. Okay, we are on the Earth and Silver.
Too slow. Okay.
You're binging games and there are probably games people are eager to get back into, yeah. But the thing is, these Trails 1 and 2 were made as one game, like one arc. Like there's a cliffhanger at the end of the first game. They make these games in twos, so I technically didn't mind.
Here I go. Ha.
Onward! Shatter! Now's our chance! Our time is now!
Understood.
Right.
Roger.
It's too dead.
How about
It's
this?
too fucking dead. I want AAA.
It's my
Tennis,
turn.
man. Like I say, it spoiled me.
Ah.
It spoiled me.
My
Clips,
turn.
Expedition 33 has fucking spoiled me.
Now's our chance.
You're done. Now. My turn. Here I go. Here I go.
Spoiled this war.
Filthy dance. What's that?
Behold the might of the Arcade School! Radiant Waltz!
Gather on my blade. Strike!
Rise, great towers.
King of reusing assets, man. This developer. The king of reusing assets.
Lord Alberian. Rest in peace. I'll handle it. Here I go. Huh.
You have my thanks.
Toshi, where you at, mate?
My turn.
Where you at, mate? What's going on? Oh, like in that Looney was analytical and wanting more. So, not that dull and one-dimensional character. I like that, but she was more than that.
Yeah!
Like, for me, she was more than that.
Thanks.
She had a constant back and forth about faith
Okay.
versus science. CL was more about faith and belief, and Lune was about rigid like science and like understanding things through scientific lens, and their back and forth were really like sweet. I like them.
Here I go.
But eventually I ended up thinking CL had the best character arc in my opinion. I fancied Lune, if you get what I mean. That wasn't until I saw CL's cake, baby.
Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
Sorry, Tashi. He's probably half asleep right now. Don't even realize what I'm saying.
That's what I want to see.
Gotta get up early for that cake, say eating, mate. Gotta get up early for that cake, say eating.
Finally.
Yeah, I can't sense anything else here now. You guys okay?
Yeah.
I do think Lune should have started questioning her worldview, her scientific worldview, when she found out that Payers were their gods, their creators.
It's really you, isn't it?
But she didn't do that, which maybe I slightly agree with Ogwid.
You're all here.
It should have turned her world upside down, and we should have seen that in her character. I think they do touch on it when she decides to sit down outside the rift at the end of the game, and the CL steps in. CL has she has faith that she steps in to see Verso, but Lune refuses. She didn't go through the rift. Where Verso
Of course
was.
it's us.
Where Verso's soul was. She's very adamantly like, no, this is all at this place that where I've which I know is all there is, like sort of symbolic almost.
I don't know what to say. This is all so sudden.
Yeah, I know your character. We're just reuniting, man. I don't care, man. I want to see if there's a good recap of this game on YouTube. Now that I've got all my characters, what's next? Interesting, what's going on here?
An Alliance airship? Wait, that's a commanding officer ship too.
Indeed. Well, it seems we have ourselves some visitors.
Nah, I'll just skip through most of the dialogue in this game.
My apologies for the unexpected arrival. I should have sent word.
Who the fuck is this? She looks familiar. Lamar Provincial Airship. Bullock Clutha.
I am Aurelia Le Guin of the Noble Alliance.
Aurelia Le Guin.
I wish to make a brief visit to the territory of Viscount Arcade.
Interesting. New character. Interesting. Another walking haircut. Walk faster, for fuck's sake, man.
It's a pleasure to see you again, your ladyship. And a pleasure to meet you as well, Brigadier General.
We were simply in the area, so we thought we might drop by and pay you a visit. It's been quite some time since we last met. I was hoping to take the opportunity to apologize to my master for not staying in touch, but I see that won't be possible.
Unfortunately so.
I wouldn't have minded setting eyes on the famous Radiant Blade Master. But I suppose I'll have to be content with meeting his daughter.
I'm honored, General.
I can't believe they're here.
They seem to be provincial army officers.
They're really intimidating.
Their names are General Aurelia Le Guin and Brigadier General Wallace Bardius. They're said to be the two strongest generals in the provincial armies.
Yeah, I don't think there are many people interested in martial arts who don't know about them. That's how famous they are.
So why didn't you mention them in the first game? Why am I only hearing about these two niggas now? Brigadier General Wallace Bardius.
Brigadier General Bardius is otherwise known as the Black Whirlwind. He's known for his unparalleled spearmanship. From what I've heard, he has Nord blood running through him too.
Oh, I see.
Actually, he does kind of remind me of Gaius.
He seems pretty strong.
A number of warriors from Nord were said to have fought with Emperor Dreichels during the War of the Lions. Perhaps he's a descendant of theirs?
Yeah, that makes sense. As for the woman with him...
An authoritarian whore with big tits, mate.
She's generally known as the Golden Rakshasa. She's also a countess and head of the Le Guin family, as well as commander of the Lemaire Provincial Army. And hard as it is to believe, I've heard she's a practitioner of both the Arcade and Vander schools of swordsmanship.
What?
Wasn't the Vander school practiced by the guardians of the Imperial family?
Is she even human?
They're both key figures in the Alliance right at its front. Which does lead me to wonder what they would want in a neutral region like this.
Still, it won't do to have you standing around here. Allow me to show you to my father's office. Klaus, would you prepare some tea?
Oh, there's no need to concern yourself with that. Seeing that the Viscount isn't here gave us all the information that we needed.
What might you be suggesting?
Be at ease. We didn't come to criticize anyone for the Crimson Wing's appearance near Trista. Still, it's always good to know who you're fighting against. The way I see it, you're continuing to remain neutral now. But if it came to it, you wouldn't be afraid to take up arms for your personal sense of justice.
There's no need to be hasty.
You know what this reminds me of? Olivier Armstrong's sister and the brown dude that follows her around everywhere, Miles in FMAB. I just realized who these two remind me of. The Ishvalan with those sunglasses that follows around Armstrong's sister, and she's a Brigadier General Armstrong. They literally lifted this from FMAB. You see what I mean? Everything's too fucking familiar in this game.
We have more than enough opponents to be going on with.
Yeah, and he's Nordic, so he's got brown skin in this game. This guy.
For now, let's focus on drawing out Craig the Red and One-Eyed Zex. We can't allow Rufus to be the only one making any major achievements.
I feel this Hostile fans never watched FMAB. Yep.
True enough.
It would please me so if you were to fight under me one day, too. I believe you have the potential to surpass even me, given sufficient practice.
I am honored that you would say so. However, my swordsmanship is inexperienced at best. I wouldn't dare presume to have the potential to surpass anyone at this stage. I would ask that you wait until I can at least best my father in a duel before making that invitation.
Then wait I shall. I look forward to the day. With that, I believe it's time we took our leave.
Perhaps so. I was hoping you would introduce us to your friends, but they seem to be feeling rather shy.
Teasing them, are you? Well, I'm sure we'll have the opportunity one day. I sense great potential within them.
As do I.
I apologize for being unable to do anything to make your visit more comfortable. Klaus, please escort them.
Yeah, vetted.
As you wish,
I
milady.
just recognize so many of these voice actors.
Come to think of it. Perhaps you wouldn't mind joining me in a battle before I depart. I haven't had the joy in quite some time.
I hardly think an old man such as myself would prove to be a worthy opponent to one of your strength, General.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. You haven't let your guard down for a second since I stepped into Legram. Laura!
Yeah, before Klaus, I think.
I'm sorry that you had to see me like that. It took all that I had not to be overwhelmed by their sheer presence.
Well, this is so anime, man.
I'm not surprised. We could feel it well enough ourselves, and we weren't even in the room.
They're acting like they got Ryatsu, Toshi. Now it's Bleach all of a sudden. Ryatsu doesn't exist in this fucking game universe, Toshi. I've stood next to powerful people 27 million times in this franchise, and now they're falling to the floor Bleach style as though Ryatsu's a fucking thing. This game is borrows too much from too many places. It just doesn't feel like its own thing.
That didn't stop them from noticing us, though.
My fur was on end the whole time.
I almost let out a little yelp when they mentioned us.
I wonder who'd win between them and Zeno and Leo.
This just goes to show how many skilled people the Alliance has among their ranks.
Yeah, everyone's a badass in this universe, we get it. Eventually, there's so many badasses in the universe, there ceases to be any sort of badassery.
With warriors like them on the battlefield and tacticians like Rufus Alberea behind the scenes, we can't underestimate them.
All very true. Still, that's no reason to give up now. We need to keep pressing on. And on that note, I think it's about time we left ourselves. Let's go and bring back Eustace. And once we've done that, then we can decide what we're going to do and who we're going to be fighting against.
Then let's start heading to Bereahard.
The story of Eternals will reportedly continue in MCU news. So they decided not to make a standalone film then. Smart. I don't think anyone's gonna know who the Eternals are because nobody watched that film. Are you telling me that the average person going to the next MCU Avengers movie is gonna know who the fuck these characters are? Yeah, Thunderbolts was good though. You should watch Thunderbolts. The only reason I'm putting myself through this fucking game is because Cold Steel 3 is considered the second best game in the franchise after Azure. Second best in the whole franchise. And if it's anything like Azure, then I'll like it probably. But I've got to put through fucking 2 games of exposition and story. That's not 100 hours like fucking the 4th one. I'm not gonna lie, as much as I'm very skeptical about Death Stranding 2, I'm gonna be looking forward to playing that after playing Killer Obscure, finishing Cold Steel, and doing this game. Holy fuck. June 26th, and near the end of this coming month. June. Oh, by the way, Vector, June 6th is SGF, Summer Games Fest, and Resident FF9 Remake is rumored to be being announced at Summer Games Fest. Let's hope so. Resident Evil 9 is being rumored as well. It's the year of the 9s right now. They teasing. It's basically the anniversary of FF9. They're releasing like music vinyls. They're releasing figures. This has got to be the year. This has to be the fucking year, mate. Wait too long for that fucking shit, mate. Too fucking long for that crap. They better not censor that game. It better be just as dark. And the swear words, Moogle swearing, calling people bastards. Gotta have the Usoft scene in there. They better not censor it for fucking modern audience. Modern audience. Censor that crap. Death Stranding 2. Kojima's the last chance before I fucking cut him off from my life forever. Fucking bellend, mate. Cut him off for life, mate. Cloud chasing yellow. Cloud chasing yellow. I've met that guy 5 times, Vected. I met him back when Metal Gear Solid 3 released. I met him again. I've shaken his hand, man. Metal Gear Solid 3 released. When Metal Gear Solid 4 released. When Peace Walker released. When the Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 HD collection released. And when Death Stranding released. I've met him 5 times in my life. I've took a picture with him for Death Stranding. It's on my Twitter profile, somewhere on my Twitter profile. I've met that guy 5 times. And no one has fallen off harder than that guy for me. I gave that guy a chance. And I'm like, okay, you showed me who you are, mate. Konami was right. Konami was fucking right. I've got literal videos on my Facebook of meeting the guy from almost all the events I went to. I think the Peace Walker release was at HMV in Oxford Circus. MGS3 was at HMV as well. Also in Leicester Square, Oxford Circus. I forgot where Death Stranding was, but I went with Zesif. I got receipts, mate. I got fucking receipts. I was there for the MGS4 launch with Kojima. I couldn't afford a PlayStation 3. So they were giving out sleeves, game sleeves. I got his signature, sold it on eBay, and I bought PlayStation 3 and MGS4. That's how much his signature was fucking worth. I sold it for like 450 quid or something. Dude, I was this guy's biggest fan. I was a stan, bro. I don't go to events for anyone. So anyone saying, why are you saying these things about Kojima? How dare you? Does not know my journey, Vected. They do not know my fucking journey. That piece of shit could do no wrong in my book. Has anyone fallen that far for you, Vected? Somebody you respected in like games or movies or TV that fell hard, like a creative person that was revered and celebrated that fell off for you, Vected? Has that ever happened? Kanye, okay. I never loved Kanye enough to really say he fell off for me. But he is an objective fall off for a lot of people, yeah. Who does that look like? Who does that look like, Vector? This guy on screen right now. Who does that look like? This game is bored. It's not even trying to hide it. It's got snowboard mini game. It's got fucking feet looking at you feet. Who does that look like? Timu brand B Tech. Who does that look like, Vector? Don't know. Fucking Cloud Strife over here.
Bring it on! Here I go! There! Ha! Now's our chance!
I'll back you up! Right.
Too slow!
Onward!
Here I go! Now!
Here I go! There! Ha! Now's our chance!
I'll back you up!
Oh my god, it's doing braver.
Okay.
What the fuck? I think it's doing braver.
Chime in darkness! Nocturne Bell!
Too slow! Now's our chance!
I'll back you up!
I'm sorry, everyone.
Fuck off, man.
Here I go! Huh!
Oh, fuck off.
My turn.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry,
Dude,
everyone.
what is happening right now?
Here I go! Yeah!
Thanks.
They keep fucking eating themselves, these stupid assholes.
I wasn't
sorry,
strong
What is
everyone.
going on in this fight? This is supposed to be normal difficulty.
My turn!
Alright, Tashi, take care, man. Dude, I'm getting tired of myself. I can't play this game right now. It's just the same thing. The same difficulty spikes. Even I'm playing on normal. It's just I wanted to breeze things. The games just won't let me. I just want to get to Cold Steel 3. Fuck, I'm just debating now, man. By the way. watch the... It just won't feel satisfying moving on to 3 after a time skip if I don't at least witness the ending myself. Why did these niggas have to make this fucking franchise 4 games long, for fuck's sake?
I'm not done yet.
Just kill me already.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I'm done. It was good to watch. Mobiland's coming out Sunday. Can't watch that. Any other shows I gotta catch up with? I'll debate it between now and next stream whether or not I want to fucking continue this game. I just can't do this game. I want to play a new game. Clair Obscure gave me my fill of turn-based. It was an absolute joy to play. Joy to explore, joy to play, joy to hear. I'm not in the mood for playing dated RPGs right now. So that's the only reason Cold Steel 3 would be appealing. I spent fucking a third of the game already fucking trying, just simply getting the characters back from the last game. Which is just a waste of a whole game. This was basically the last third of the Azure game. I can't believe they managed to stretch it out over one game. Stupid. They just added like 20 more characters to this universe that I have to suddenly watch out for. Dude, the rehearsal is crazy, man, and multiple flying licenses, learn to pilot a plane, to report, really? I mean, maybe he's just pride, just brute forced it. That's crazy. Maybe the judgment of your peers is a good motivator to accomplish. I mean, you must be smart. You can't be a stupid person to get flying licenses to fly, so. The rehearsal. Alright, fuck. Let's see what movies are out right now to watch. I've watched all the movies I want to watch. Sinners, I watched. Thunderbolts, I watched. What is there right now to watch? I've watched all the fucking MWM movies that you recommended. Actually, no, there is one more, The Mummy. I have to watch The Mummy, I think. There's one more movie to watch from the Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing crossover, horror crossovers. Let me check my Letterboxd. Maybe there's a movie out already that I could watch. Let's see. He's a comedian, but he's pointing out that miscommunication in the cockpit is the main cause of plane crashes. Okay. What with the co-pilot, you mean? Miscommunication with the co-pilot or air traffic control miscommunication. Oh my god, look at the co-pilot. Okay. Hideo Kojima had to start rejecting Death Stranding 2 cameos after featuring everyone from Conan O'Brien to Junji Ito in the first game. Oh, he had to reject cameos. Dude, that doesn't sound like him. Keanu Reeves, Timothy Chalamet, Nicolas Cage are gonna be cameos in this game. They have to be. They all visited Kojima Production Studio, and he scans them in pretty damn quickly. I never thought I'd see the day, but Hideo Kojima apparently refused to scan more people into open world delivery sequel Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Preppers will still show up in Death Stranding 2, but roughly half of the people who asked to be included apparently had to be turned down. He got a VTuber too. They had Edgar Wright, who made the Shaun of the Dead movie, in there as well. Sam Lake was in it. Herman Hulst, who did Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, I remember those guys. Hideo Kojima says he'll apologize beforehand for Death Stranding 2 moments with Troy Baker's Higgs, which are so ridiculous that he'll probably throw the controller. He probably said no to peeps he didn't like their films. That's true. So apparently on the Kojima's radio show, he said that it takes 15 minutes only to scan in someone. The carrying out a full scan takes on 15 minutes to complete, which is nothing. And the team apparently scanned so many people that they eventually ran out of space to do any more. Hence why Kojima had to refuse to add so many others. Genki apparently broke that story. Some of them include celebs who voice their characters. Wait, some of them include celebs who voice. Okay, so they refused to actually scan in voice actors who worked on the game, who wanted to be in the game, like get scanned in. I guess this game has so many preppers already. It would just have been stupid having people do fetch quests, like just go pick up this item, send it to Nicolas Cage, pick up this item, Timothée Chalamet, pick up this item, go to Zendaya, pick up this item, go to Tom Holland. It would have been fucking ridiculous from a gameplay perspective, having that many side quest givers, preppers in their game. Okay, Vectored, the RRR director, the Indian RRR director visited Kojima Productions, and they scanned the RRR director into his game. Do you see what I mean? His games aren't games, they're just fucking Hollywood clout. It's just chasing Hollywood fucking clout. It's just chasing Hollywood clout, Vectored. SS Rajamouli, the fucking RRR directors in the game. Phil Spencer could be in the game. Phil Spencer, Timothée Chalamet, Lord could be in the game. Robert Pattinson could be in the game. Jeez Louise. I know Nicolas Cage and Keanu Reeves are going to be in the game. I know Nicolas Cage and Keanu Reeves are going to be in the game. They're not going to do their voices, but I think it's fair for the voice actors to be in there, because I know a few voice actors will dub over the motion capture data for these celebrities, so they deserve to be in there. You know what I mean? People saying Robert Pattinson's in the next game. Is in his next? Nah, I don't think so. But I know he wouldn't say no. Maybe Fizzant. He's the MC of Fizzant, the game the next Metal Gear Solid spiritual successor to Metal Gear Solid. I would not doubt that he's gonna be the MC of Fizzant. He's not gonna be able to get Kurt Russell, because Kurt Russell fucking threw shade at him, mate. Dude, basically anyone who's gonna be the next Death Stranding. Fucking Hollywood clown asshole, man. Fuck him. Fuck him all to hell, man. guess what, Vector? You're going to be in the game as well. I want to be shocked to see you in this next game at this rate. Fuck him. He's got one chance. He's got one chance and one chance only to bring me back. I'm not saying Death Stranding one was shit, but it was mediocre, and I won't stand for a mediocre game from Kojima. Not after Metal Gear Solid 5. Okay, so Superman early tracking is set to earn $154 to $175 million at the box office. So you're actually going to be in the race. You're actually still in the race on the box office. They're saying potentially the highest of 2025. It could be the biggest Superman film ever, and it's tracking right now at 154 to 175 million. So you'll very much be in the race with me and Ryan, because you're banking everything on this film. Interesting. Zessif just shared that article. Interesting. Yeah, obviously. But you bet 60 points on that. That's a lot. That's half your budget, half your allocation on just Superman. Oh yeah, also How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah. Nobody thought Lilo and Stitch was going to do that good. People were averse to Disney's live-action slop, but for some reason Lilo and Stitch brought people out to fucking glaze that fucking film, even though it probably doesn't deserve it. I need to turn off. Actually, no, I need to check Letterboxd. Hold on, let's see. If there's a film that should be out by now, by Letterboxd. Definitely doesn't deserve it. Karate Kid hasn't debuted well on Rotten Tomatoes, but it has debuted well in terms of box office. I've got Karate Kid, by the way. Karate Kid Legends box office. It's the opening box office. It ends with little sister getting taken away for childcare or something like that. Wait, what film are you talking about? What film are you talking about foster care? Oh, Lilo and Stitch remake. Okay, I see. Okay, so Karate Kid Legends was debuted about 30 million. Ain't too bad. And it went on to gross 359 million. This Karate Kid could actually gross higher, I think. But Jaden Smith isn't really a draw. Dude, I think this will save me. Karate Kid will save me. I got Jurassic Park. I got Jurassic Park and Freaky Fridays. And Megan 2.0 is still to come. Dude, Megan 2.0, trust me. I think I'll inch out Ryan by a little bit. But if your Superman fucking just dominates, then that film will be worth like 3 summer blockbusters. That's Superman. Lucrative IP, as they call it. Lucrative IP, Victor. Letterboxd. Let's see. How many of your watch list have you managed to see in the last month, Victor? Movies that you've put on your watch list, how many of them have you managed to bang out? Because your watch list is fucking huge. I have a very small watch list. I like to keep a small watch list, so I try to get to these movies. There's still some really old ones like Paris, Texas that I still haven't seen. Bring It Back isn't out. Phoenician Scheme isn't out yet. Well, it just came out. Oh yeah, Expedition. Yeah, The Beach. I need to watch Fantastic Four. I've seen Horror Express. I've seen yeah, I need to really see what the I've seen so many movies, I've forgotten what movies I've seen. Some really old ones. And then I rewatch a movie, getting interested in it, and like 20 minutes in, I go, I think I've seen this before. That always happens to me. Always happens to me like that. I liked Horror Express a lot. Yep, I got... Oh wow, I really liked Horror Express. I'm gonna copy and paste that review to my timeline. Take that off the... Oh, watch this, just got one film short. I gave that 9.6. I'd be inclined to give it 5 stars then. I really enjoyed Horror Express. It's one of the better Peter Cushing horror collabs. Curse of Frankenstein was dope as well. Saturday. We're getting the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein trailer tonight. We're getting the Curse of Frankenstein. What? The Frankenstein movie. Actually 4.5. I'll give it 4.5. It's close enough, 4.5. Horror Express really is ahead of its time. Honestly, that if you want to watch one of those older movies, 1972 Horror Express, it actually takes traditional horror and leans into sci-fi, which not many movies were doing around that time. It takes traditional horror and actually tries to ground it in some sort of science or sci-fi. I've never seen a classic horror do that much, without just being full sci-fi about aliens or whatever. If they did a remake of Horror Express today, I think it would kill right now. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Horror Express was. I'm sure there's someone out there itching to do a remake of that. Yeah, MWM recommendation. I mean, he just said watch the Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee crossovers, and I've pretty much watched all of them at this point. I watched The Mummy tonight, and at that stage I would have watched every Peter Cushing crossover. The guy who played Tarkin, Tarkin in Star Wars, the villain Tarkin, basically is for Darth Vader's number one, right hand man. He's the actor. He did all these horror movies with Christopher Lee. Damn good movies they are for the time. These guys were repping horror. Like, these guys were the single-handedly holding down horror in the 50s, between the 50s and 70s. From 1950 to 1970, these two were just holding it down for like horror that was so ahead of its time. Like, it would be like if Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt were doing fucking horror movies for 20 years simply out of the love, and they were using their platform. And these guys were huge during their era, these actors, like really classically trained, solid actors, just doing horror movies for 20 years because they loved it. That you don't see that passion anymore. You see directors direct horror movies because that's their ballpark, but you don't see actors who give away their lives to doing just horror movies for 20 years. Fucking insane, Vector. It's fucking insane, dude. R.I.P. to those two, man. R.I.P. to those two. You can see the influence of these films on future films, Like there's a Coen brothers, the guys who did No Country for Old Men. They did a movie called Ballad of Buster Scruggs, and that movie is clearly inspired by Dr. Terror's House of Horrors. But there aren't huge horror movies coming out these days. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, Final Destination was the biggest one to come out. But that's more like action horror, not like horror. It's more like a what's the word? Not destruction porn, but like how who's that director? What's his fucking name? The guy who does the Will Smith, what is it? What's that Will Smith alien movie? Like disaster movie. I feel like Final Destination is more of a disaster movie than it's a horror franchise. After you watch the first one, you can call it horror, but after that, it just became about like disaster movie. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. We don't get big horror movies. It's just not profitable. You make a small profit, but studios only want to bankroll one horror movie a year for the Halloween season. They're not going to give you like two actors, great actors, just doing different horror projects every year. Now we got Shudder and streaming services to find like that kind of horror. Chris Stuckman's movie hasn't even come out yet. The movie he financed through Patreon. Yeah, I'm gonna watch The Mummy tonight. Fuck it. Alright, I'm had enough. It was good talking to you, Vected. My nigga Vected. My Australian Filipino nigga Vected. Always good. Always good to have a stimulating conversation, mate. I don't have these kind of stimulating conversations with anyone I've known on Twitter for the last fucking 7 years, mate. Can you believe it, Vected? You're the only person I can have these conversations with about games, about TV, about movies. Stimulating combos, mate. People are just too busy playing with their fidget spinners to actually watch my recommendations or watch anything. And so I'm thinking, what the fuck do you do, dude? Like, what do you do with your spare time? Yeah, take care. Easy.